twilight fades through blistered Avalon.
The original goal was to kind of make this very stripped down, kind of acoustic-ish record that was going to be done very quickly. Not necessarily an answer to Melancholy, but kind of just to go as far away from the grandiose, the bigness,
Initially, we were gonna go in, we were gonna record this album in 6 weeks. We were gonna work 4 days a week. We were gonna work 6-hour days. Yeah, I was laughing too when I heard that. And we weren't gonna tour on the album either. Now, 10 months later, here we are in LA. We were supposed to be here for 6 weeks.
And what's your explanation for that?
That sounds cool, just coming in.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe it'd be good just to have a guitar like that, and almost kind of bubble it under like another rhythm.
Yeah.
And then maybe just kind of fill.
I think that'd be good. A good place to start, like to kind of put a little bed.
That's really like. That's cool. Well, we started off working with a producer, but it wasn't really going the way that I wanted it to. The people I've worked with in the past, Flood and Butch Vig, have had such strong visions that seemed to kind of connect with mine. I thought it reached a point where I was kind of searching, and because the person who was with me wasn't necessarily searching in the same way, that it was just as good to do it by myself, because it's almost hard to explain something to somebody. By the time you explain it to them, you can just do it. I just decided to produce it because it just seemed like the easiest way to achieve the result that I was looking for. I think James and Darcy have a better understanding of the big picture as far as the band is concerned. And they put a lot of energy into things that maybe a lot of other people wouldn't consider important.
I mean, the blings and blames?
Yeah.
We should probably do that track.
Let's do the whole thing.
Okay.
I think the main difference about my guitar playing on this record is I guess I just look for parts that fit the songs and, aren't necessarily like real guitar kind of like wank kind of stuff where people are like, oh, that's definitely a guitar. And it could be really subtle too. Whatever it takes just to make the song go to another level. People will probably be surprised that it's less of a rock record than maybe the last couple records have been. I think it's probably a more personal record for Billy.
There is an overriding theme to the record, and that has to do with love. All permutations of love, good and bad. It's really not any more complicated than that. For the first time in my life, I understand the responsibility of love. We talk about how we love each other, but we won't hold the door for somebody. We'll tolerate somebody's behavior to the point where we know that it's hurting them. We won't turn our backs on them, what they call tough love. We don't have the strength to be strong enough to walk away from somebody that we need because you're basically helping them to be terrible. In terms of romantic love, there's a great responsibility that if you feel romantic love, you really genuinely have to be there for the other person.
Wherever I run to you, lost one.
So close. God damn it. I just don't know how to make it work. It's like,
wherever I run to you, lost one.
Keep passing out that last word.
I thought it was good. Certainly the second half of it was very good.
Do it again.
Wherever I run to you, lost one.
It's about as close as it's been. Okay, let's leave it at that for now.
Okay. I wasn't sure whether you quite landed on the money at the very beginning or not.
Okay, I'll come in and we'll check these. I think I'm trying to make peace with a lot of things, you know, one of which is my voice. I don't sing as well as I would like to, and I probably don't spend as much time on it as I would like, but I think that's one thing I'm trying to move along. I mean, my guitar playing has kind of reached a finite point. I don't think I can really take it any further than I have. So all that's really left is to work on my piano playing and my singing. Just do the first concentrating first line. Go over the other one. Good. Okay, let's do the other track. First line, so close.
Yeah. Third line's good though.
First line.
Okay.
I have a feeling it can get better.
Okay. Wherever I run to you, lost one.
Pretty good. I think I'm most proud that I stuck with what it was that I wanted to do, which is to do something really different. Every album's a leap off the edge. So I have no idea what's waiting for me at the bottom.
You know, there's a lot of pressure on us as a band and Billy as a songwriter to really go farther and do something different, or kind of become like, you know, start to retread pumpkin cliches.
You know, you could go back and it would be probably very easy to still be successful doing that same thing over and over again. When we feel strongly about it as strongly as we do, we don't really worry.
If you're successful at whatever you do, you know, if you're a good house builder, you're going to be expected to build another good house. It's all, pressure's the same.